Poker Tour. The biggest games, the greatest players, and the largest payouts on the planet. The WPT is a series of international high-stakes poker tournaments that can turn amateur players into millionaires and make professionals into superstars. With millions of dollars on the line, it's time for these 6 players to live the dream of fame, fortune, and the one thing money can't buy, a WPT title. Tonight, on the World Poker Tour.
Is definitely a lady tonight here in Las Vegas, as one player will be crowned Queen of the Belt. The WPT Ladies Championship is about to begin, so shuffle up and deal.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful Bellagio in Las Vegas. This is the WPT Ladies Championship. I'm Mike Sexton.
And I'm Vince Van Patten. And Mike, everyone's heard of the LPGA and, of course, the WNBA. Well, now we have the WPTL, the World Poker Tour Ladies Championship. It is a female-only professional poker circuit. And tonight, the WPT will crown its first champion right here at Bellagio.
The inaugural season of the WPTL had 5 stops around the country at some of the biggest casinos in the world, including this $1,500 buy-in championship event at Bellagio. We started with 150 players. We are down to our final 6, one of whom will soon be crowned the Queen of Poker.
That is right. And what a final table we have. Van Wyn, the only woman ever to take home a regular WPT title, is going after her second championship here tonight. But it's not going to be easy for, Mrs. Master. She is married to the great Men the Master, of course, because this is a very tough field.
Well, that's right, Vince. Primarily because our chip leader is poker professional Vanessa Selps, who is one tough cookie. Vanessa already won a WPT Ladies Tournament in Los Angeles. She is hoping to parlay that win into another victory here at the WPT Ladies Championship.
And with her, we also have a great mix of amateurs and professionals, including a political consultant and a school teacher from Canada.
Well, one of these ladies is going to be leaving Las Vegas with the cash, the title, and a new piece of jewelry, the WPT Ladies Championship bracelet.
Well, best ladies in the world going at it. Let's go watch them gamble.
Okay, here we go. The final table of the WPT Ladies Championship about to get underway.
Andy's going to start at $300. The blinds are $1,000 and $2,000.
Our current chip leader is Poker Pro Vanessa Selp. She's got $182,000 in chips. In second place, the political consultant Nancy Todd Tyner. She's starting out with $107,000 in chips. Donna Varlato with $68,000 in chips.
Van Wyn, the WPT champion, she's got $42,000. Janice Kim, the pro from San Francisco, has $32,000. And the kindergarten teacher from Canada, Cindy Kerslake, has about $16,000. All right, the cards have been dealt. The gal's about to gamble. Van Wyn looking down at a Queen 10. Won't play that.
Around to Nancy Todd Tyner. Lives in Las Vegas now. Looks down at an ace-jack.
$6,000.
She quickly says raise. She's going to bump it up to $6,000 to go. Right behind her is Janice Kim, the professional out of San Francisco, and she's got Big Slick, Ace-King.
I'm all in.
And she is moving all in here, Vince, on hand number 1 with the Big Slick. Not fooling around.
The school teacher, Cindy Kerslake, going out. Vanessa Selps also. Donna Varlato not going to call.
Back around to Nancy.
Can I get a count?
She wants to know how much it's going to cost her to call.
It was 32.9, I think.
32. Okay. There's 28 more.
Doesn't take any time at all
Nice
for the ladies to take the gloves off. I can see that. We could have a first-round knockout here, but no. Nancy gives up the pot. So a nice all-in bet by Janice Kim takes down that pot for her.
Well, she's a real pro. She comes down to the Commerce Casino all the time, plays in those games in Los Angeles, and she takes our first pot here tonight.
I think there's a stereotype that men are competitive and women are kind of friendly. Women, just under the surface, are very competitive. You are actually trying to knock each other out, because that's what makes it fun.
Janice from San Francisco. This is her first WPT event. Here she is at the final table. Pretty impressive. Now, Vince, I'm going to be interested in watching the strategy of these women tonight at this final table. Now, most of them are here for the first time. It's an exciting moment for them. You wonder if they're going to be conservative, they're going to be aggressive, they're going to sit back and wait to see how others play.
All right, back to the table.
Well, Cindy looks at a Queen 7, throws it away.
Yep, and now the chip leader.
Raise.
Vanessa Selps with the button has ace-jack. She says raise.
Well, pretty good hand on the button. She's going to pop it up, makes it 5,100 to go.
Right behind her, Donna Varlato with a king-jack.
Well, she's going to make the call with the king-jack.
Now, the WPT champion Van Wyn looking at a 6-4 of hearts, but she's already in the big blind. Going to cost her an additional $3,100 to call, and she's contemplating this.
I mean, she's contemplating it because there's $14,000 in the pot right now. It's going to cost her another $3,000 to make the call. So those are good pot odds, as we say. Only has a little less than $40,000 in total chips, so she's opting to lay this hand down, but my guess is her husband, Min the Master Win, would have made that call, Vince.
All right, she has mucked it. We have two-way action. Here's our flop. Oh, and Donna hits a pair of kings there.
Yeah, nice flop for Donna. It's come king, 3 deuce. Action is on Donna. Just going to lead right out and bet into the pre-flop razor.
She's going to put it to the Brooklynite. Could be a little bit of a mistake here. You know you got to get it bet by Vanessa being the chip leader. Vanessa Selps, who hit nothing there. But I am kind of surprised that Donna comes out and bets this when you hit top pair. Let the aggressive player bet it first. This would have been a good place to check raise.
You see the skeptical look in Vanessa's face right there. She's wondering, why would she lead out and bet into me? Look at that flop. It's not like it's come 8, 9, 10 or anything.
No, there's not a 4 flush. And Vanessa escapes there.
Yeah, she makes a nice lay down there.
Donna Volato taking the first pot here tonight.
And Vanessa's a very aggressive player. She just puts a hammer down on these players all the time. So you'd think that you might check in that spot if you made a hand and let the aggressive bettor make the continuation bet where you win a few more chips before you come over the top. But
nice bet. Probably the best hand.
Donna opted just to bet right out, and she takes down the pot.
Afterwards, of course.
All right back at him. Janice Kim, the first one to act. Crowd loving this evening. Now Janice looks down at a queen deuce. Won't play that mess.
It's around to the short stack. Cindy Kerslake, our kindergarten teacher from Canada.
Wow, she's got queen jack of spades.
Oh, that's with her chip stack.
I'm all
She
in.
may just go for it all right here, and she is. And I don't blame her. I think that's a nice play on her part. Let's see if it works out for her.
Now Vanessa with king 5 folds. Donna going out. Mrs. Master with a 9-6 also won't play.
Round to Nancy Todd Tyner. She's going to fold as well. So there you go. The kindergarten teacher taking down her first pot. Well, there you go. You hear her husband in the crowd. He's hollering. He's a big fan.
She takes the first pot. She gets the shiny apple from the student.
The WPT Ladies Championship is just getting started, so don't go away.
Speak to me, buddy. Give me something. Just a little something. There it is. I guess you paired that ace. Hard to let this go, but when you're beat, you're beat. We play at fulltiltpoker.com.
Wow, I'm so excited when I'm the first lady win the WPT.
The ace of spades comes off.
Our first lady champion ever.
Min the Master Win. Elated. His wife has done it.
I'm so proud of myself and especially my husband. He taught me so well. I win the WPT title.
Welcome back to the beautiful Bellagio for the first ever WPT Ladies Championship. 6 players remain, and right now the chip leader is Vanessa Selps, the 23-year-old out of Brooklyn. She's got about 191,000.
Well, Vince, she's going to be the favorite here at this final table. Been a poker pro for 5 years, so her experience, even though she's young, far more than these other ladies.
Down to the table, Donna Volato with a king-queen offsuit.
She's going to raise. Makes it $5,500 to go.
She's picking up some hands, but maybe not the right timing because right behind her, Van Wyn with big slick, ace-king.
Well, Van Wyn only has about 33,000 in total chips here, so I'm very surprised if she just doesn't ship it all right here.
I'm all in.
She is going all in. So Van Wyn, the only woman to ever capture a WPT title, has moved over the top all in here.
Nancy going out. Now Janice Kim in the big blind with only a 3 deuce. So she won't play.
So back around to Donna, who has a king-queen.
Not that good.
Well, Donna goes out as well, so Van Wyn taking down her first pot with a nice all-in bet.
Yeah, she's got to be excited. What a great player she is. 36 years old. And now you see Min the Master sitting there in the front row. Pretty low, by the way. And a couple cushions there.
Well, he's very supportive of his wife's poker, and certainly when she captured that WPT title, he came bursting out of the stands with much joy, and why not? She took home a WPT title, the first woman to do so, and $125,000.
Also a great player, and right now he has gone up to talk to Layla.
Now, men, Van has a WPT bracelet. When are you going to get one?
Very soon, you know. Most of WPT I play hard. I try to win one WPT so I can show my wife, I got one too, baby. Not only you, but I'm happy for her to win it because she's the first lady who won the WPT event.
Does she ever tease you and say, look at me, I have a bracelet, you don't?
It's okay. She earned it hard way, and she had the right to do that to me so I can work hard every WPT events. I'm going to play hard to win it. I earned it. I'm going to show us I made it, baby.
You made it indeed. Well, you've made it in our eyes. Thank you so much, man.
And thank you for watching us. Thank you for.
So we're dividing our pots up among all the ladies so far tonight. Van Nguyen getting on the board there, taking down her first pot. They're all vying to become the first WPT ladies champion.
Blinds are $1,000 and $2,000. The antes are still $300. Let's go to the table. It's going to go on. Vanessa, the Brooklyn Bluffer here with just 10-7 is going to raise.
Raise it on the button, makes it $5,000 to go.
Into Donna Bertolato. She's got a king-9 of spades. She's in the small blind, and she is going to call it. Now Mrs. Master looking down at a king-jack. She's probably saying to herself, WWMD. What would men do?
Well, man, she's the one wearing the bracelet, not the master.
Squirming in her seat there a little bit. It's an additional $3,000. She's in the big blind.
She could make a case for her folding this hand, calling this hand, or coming over the top with it.
I call.
She is going to make the call, so we've got three-way action here. And here comes the flop. Well, the flop has come ace, king, 6. Both Donna and Van Nguyen have flopped second pair.
That is right. Donna quickly checking. And now Van Nguyen also going to check.
Vanessa, who has absolutely nothing, reaching for chips here, Vince. The question is, will she make a continuation bet to try to represent that she has an ace in her hand?
Gonna take a lot of guts from the girl from Brooklyn, but she's going to stick in the Nathan hot dog. Nevertheless, with absolutely nothing.
Well, she bet 6,700, Vince. I love this size of this bet. Less than half the size of the pot, but enough to get your message out to your opponents that you have something, perhaps.
Well, it's discouraging if you're holding second pair. Real quandary she's in right now. Donna Bertolato shaking her head there.
Well, Vince, it is a tough position to be in. Plus, Donna's still got a player sitting behind her.
Yeah, Donna's folded.
So she lays down the kings.
And let's see if Mrs. Master will be tougher with this decision.
Man, just staring Vanessa down. These are the two ladies that have brought big-time titles into this final table. The only way you can play the kings in this spot is if you just make up your mind that your opponent is making a move and doesn't have two aces. So Van Nguyen is going to lay down the kings. So Vanessa Selbst outplaying both her opponents in that pot. Makes a nice continuation bet to pick up that pot.
So Vanessa Selbst, the Brooklyn Bluffer. She dresses like Rambo, but she bluffs like Gus Hansen, takes down that pot.
I'll tell you about Vanessa Selbst, folks. She's only 23 years old. She's made 3 World Series of Poker final tables in 2 years. She's won a WPT Ladies Tournament, and now she's trying to win a second WPT title tonight. So she has quite a resume for such a young poker player.
Stay with us. We're coming back with more action from the WPT in just a moment.
Women are a rising force in poker. The WPT is very passionate about supporting women's growth in poker, and it was a perfect opportunity to create a tour to help support and perpetuate the growth of women in the sport. We had 5 stops spread across the country, and we had phenomenal response at each of our stops. We launched our tour at Borgata, followed by Commerce Casino, A101, Foxwoods, and then today at the Bellagio. Women are the fastest growing demographic in poker, and a force to be reckoned with at the poker tables.
Welcome back to the WPT Ladies Championship from Bellagio. 6 players remain. Right now, the antes and blinds are going up. Antes are 500. Blinds will be 15 and 3,000.
Our current chip leader is 23-year-old poker pro Vanessa Selbst on the short stack right now. the kindergarten teacher from Canada, Cindy Kerslake. She can't even get through a round of blinds and antes hardly.
All right, back to table. Donna Villado quickly folding. Van Wyn goes out.
Back around to Nancy, lays down a 7-4.
Janice Kim not playing, so battle of the blinds. The kindergarten teacher, Cindy Kerslake, with a 9-3.
I want you to have my chips anyway.
She is pushing all in with this junk hand. Can she muscle out the Brooklynite chip leader, Vanessa Selps?
Vanessa, a math whiz, is going to recognize she's getting the pot odds to call. Doesn't matter what her cards are. So she does make the call.
I haven't looked yet, so. Oh, I have a very bad hand. She's going to be crushed. Oh, you got me crushed. Yay!
Well, Cindy laughing because she said, oh, no, I've got a terrible hand here. But when Vanessa turns up her hand, she's got her dominated, Vince. It's 9-3 versus 6-3. So all of a sudden, it's all smiles for the kindergarten teacher. It's like recess.
Her husband, Jay, in the audience, just loving that move.
Oh, he says, honey, you did good work there. You got her dominated.
I run so bad.
Oh, yeah, no. The 6 is coming. The 6 is coming. Oh, no, deuce 4-5 on the flop.
Well, the crowd buzzing here, and Cindy very excited right now.
Just chop it or something.
Okay, I'll take it.
Here's the flop. Uh-oh, a 6 came up.
And a 9. Well, it's come 9-6 deuce. Both players have flopped a pair, but Cindy has the top pair. Her husband Jay very intently looking on.
You're right, the 6 did come. You're right, the 6 did come.
Get the higher club.
Put a club out there.
Well, a jack of hearts comes off. The only way Cindy can lose this pot now is if a 6 comes off. That's what Vanessa needs to win the pot.
If that incredibly bad card should happen, we'd have 5 players, but no.
Oh, it's a 3.
That's pretty amazing.
So both players have made 2 pair, but 9s and 3s are going to take it down for Cindy Kerslake.
We got 2 pair. That's great.
How do you lose a 2 pair?
So the kindergarten teacher, at least temporarily, going to first grade on this hand.
Sorry, ladies. I'm still here.
Well, listen to that. She is genuinely sorry. Now, that's something you just don't hear at a men's poker table. Everyone's having a good time. And right now, Kimberly Lansing, who has been here all week with us, is up to talk to Layla.
Thanks, guys. Kimberly, looking beautiful in blue. I know you've been following this tournament all week long, but this is different from most tournaments that we're used to.
Well, of course, very different. There's a ton of women behind us. It was so much fun watching these ladies. The camaraderie has been awesome. When the pros were still in the field, Evelyn Eaton, Karina Jett, Erica Schoenberg, no one wanted to knock each other out because, they're all friends. But, when the going gets tough, these women can be very, very serious, as you've seen.
Yes.
And still have fun at the same time.
It's been great, and it's all for a good cause, for the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Now, let me ask you something. We have a lot of strong women out there. Who do you think is going to take it home tonight?
Well, if I was a betting woman, which I am, I would say Vanessa will probably take it down. She's very, very aggressive. She knows what she's doing out there. She's been there. And I saw her in the poker room the other night, pushing her table around, playing cash game. I'd be afraid if I were at that final table.
So Cindy elated to double up there. She's been playing poker for 2 years, kindergarten teacher for 10 years. Did you go to kindergarten?
I did.
You just skipped that. You just jump right up there to about the 3rd grade.
Nah, I went to kindergarten back in the finger painting. You took naps back then.
How many times did you go?
I cut a few classes to go to the track across the street, but... All right, back to the table. 6 players remain. It's going to be back on Cindy. It's time. Going to muck an 8-6. Vanessa Selps with an ace-4 of hearts. Likes that hand. Going to make a raise, making it 6,500 to go.
Well, just going to keep the pressure on her opponents.
Yes, she does. Donna Villado quickly folding. And Van Wyn not going to play.
Round to Nancy. Nancy looks down at 10-5 offsuit. Not going to play it.
So the only one to beat is Janice Kim with a 4-3 of diamonds in the big blind.
Oh, she's got $3,000 invested. It's going to cost her another $3,500 to call. And there's $14,000 in the pot. So 4-to-1 pot odds she's getting here. Not many hands you can lay down getting that kind of price.
And she's got that little sneaky suited connector. 4-3 of diamonds. Wind up hitting something special on the flop. Great things can happen, so it might be worth it.
3,500 more to me.
And she is going to make the call. So Janice with the 4-3 of diamonds. Vanessa with the ace-4 hearts. Here comes a flop. It's come King, Jack, Deuce with 2 hearts. Vanessa has flopped a nut flush draw. Janice, of course, has nothing.
She's first to act.
Oh, wow. She is reaching for chips here, Vince.
8,000.
She's going to lead right out and bet 8,000 here.
Yeah, but the problem is, you got the chip leader with a 4 flush, the cinch 4 flush.
Well, Vince, if she had the ace-5 of spades, for example, instead of the ace-4 hearts, she would jettison this hand most likely. Let's see what she's going to do with this nut flush draw. Vanessa just stacks 100,000 out there. Going to set her all in if she wants to gamble this hand.
And Janice is sort of melting into that chair right now. No, but you just want some crying time on your own, inside at least.
Oh.
Just a miserable feeling. She took a shot, got
Vance.
involved, and finally she has to go away.
So Vanessa Selbst, the Yale graduate in political science, professional poker player, takes down the opponent.
I'll tell you something, what's impressive about the Brooklynite, the Brooklyn bluffer, she has not had one legitimate hand, not one pair, but she's taken pots, she's taken control, she's our chip leader. Stay with us, we're coming back with more exciting action from the WPT in just a moment.
I do have an image of an aggressive player, definitely. My willingness to gamble puts other players in a position where they don't really want to get in a big pot with me, especially when the big stack. It's their tournament life on the line and not mine.
Well, the Bellagio is the flagship of the World Poker Tour. Everything kind of started here. Our biggest events are here. And for us to be able to host the first World Poker Tour Ladies Championship is a great honor. The explosion of women in poker has really become amazing over the past few years. And ladies have traveled from all over the world to play. The women that come to Las Vegas, they got to come to the Bellagio to play poker.
Welcome back to the WPT Ladies Championship from Bellagio. 6 players remain, and out in front, the young 23-year-old from Brooklyn, New York, Vanessa Selbst. She's got 236,000 in chips.
Yep, she's playing terrific poker tonight. And what a great championship this is. It's the largest buy-in in poker history for a ladies-only tournament. That was a $1,500 buy-in. These 6 are fighting it out for the title.
2 the Felt, 2 the Brooklyn Bluffer. Vanessa Selbst, she's got a pair of 6s here.
Well, she's going to raise it, makes it $7,500 to go.
There she is, and now Donna Volato with ace-7 folds her hand.
And win on the short stack here. Going to lay down the king-5 of clubs.
Nancy not going to play an ace-5, so it's around to Janice Kim.
Well, Janice on the short stack here, and she looks down at a pair of 9s. It's going to cost her another $6,000 to make the call, but with her chip stack, $33,000, Ben, she just thinks she's just going to have to go for it all right here.
Well, she's got 99, the Gretzky hand. In this situation, you would think she would have to fire.
Well, especially against an aggressive player like Vanessa. And indeed, that's what she's doing. Well, she doesn't bet at all. She's betting $28,000 over $33,000, so she's saving $5,000. I don't know why.
Maybe she thinks she can walk away with it.
But you can sense the pot commitment. You won't fold if I play. I will fold.
Cindy, the teacher, going out. So it's back around to Vanessa Selbst.
Well, Vanessa said, you're pot committed. I know you're not going to fold even if I come over the top of you. And Vanessa can well afford to play this pot.
She's adding it all up.
Well, with her chip count, Vince, I don't blame her at all for playing this. Unfortunately for her, she is dominated, as we say. It's 2 9s versus 2 6s. It's pair over pair. When you're playing no limit hold'em, you can't get your money in a better spot than this.
Janice Kim looking very satisfied with herself, making the right move, put the chips in.
So here we go, another all-in situation, but this time the short stack well out front, 2 9s over 2 6s. So things looking a little grim for the chip leader.
Yeah, she is walking down Coney Island on a cold day.
Well, flop comes ace, jack 4. So the only way Vanessa is going to win this pot, she must catch a 6.
The suck out card, but not there. 4 pairs the board. Down to 1 card. A 2 outer.
Vanessa must catch a 6 to win, but doesn't do it as the jack comes off. So Janice Kim doubles up. And that's the first hit that the chip leader is taking tonight.
In the audience is WPT champ Roy Winston. He's rooting her on tonight. They met in a cash game last night, she says.
What better place to meet someone?
Janice Kim taking that pot. Excellent poker player out of the San Francisco Bay Area. She comes down to Los Angeles all the time. I see her sitting in the game. All right, back to the table. It's going to be on Donna Villado. It's gone pretty cold as of late.
Donna looks down at an ace-6 offsuit here. Going to throw it away.
And now it's on to Van Wyn, who has an ace-7.
Come on.
Well, here goes Van Wyn moving all in.
There she goes.
I'd do the same thing with an ace-high here.
I got to count.
And right behind it, Nancy with Queen Jack of Diamonds says, how much?
It's going to be $14,500 to Nancy if she wants to make this call here.
I call.
She's made the call.
Why not, Vince? She is the Queen of Diamonds, and she's got the Queen of Diamonds.
I thought that was your nickname.
No, it's her nickname, Vince, because she's a lady. That's the queen part. And she's also got a lot of diamonds.
That's right.
Something I don't have.
Janice Kim goes out.
And Cindy Kerslake. She looks at a 5-3, folds. Vanessa out as well.
We got a battle here. Horse race.
So the only woman to win a World Poker Tour event, Van Wyn, all in here. She's out in front. She has the ace-7. She's up against Nancy Todd Tyner's Queen Jack of Diamonds.
Van Wyn looking back at her husband, Men the Master, saying, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Well, there you see Nancy's husband as well. So Nancy on her feet.
Queen of Diamonds got the Queen of Diamonds.
Looking for some paint here, Vince.
Here we go.
Oh, it's come ace, queen, 6. Both players have flopped a pair, and Van Wyn all smiles as she's out in front with the 2 aces. There's a good chance to double up right here. Just got to dodge a queen or a jack or 2 running cards to make a straight.
WPT champion going after her second title. Out in front.
Well, the 10 of spades comes off. Now this gives Nancy a straight draw. So Nancy needs a king, a queen, or a jack to win this pot. Any paint card will do for Nancy. Any other card, and Van Wyn will double up.
My family. My fan. My fan. No call.
Well, she bust out Mrs. Master. 1 card to come.
Everybody on their feet. Here's that river card. It's a paint. Nancy has done it. As the queen comes off, she makes 3 queens. So the Queen of Diamonds catches a queen to win this pot and eliminate Van Wyn from this tournament. The only woman title holder on the World Poker Tour is going to bite the dust tonight in 6th place.
Van Wyn with a lot of class, shaking hands. She's our 6th place finisher here at Bellagio. Got to pick up about $6,500. And just like that, we are down to 5 players. Stay tuned. We're coming back with more action on the World Poker Tour.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah.
No one to play with? So play online at partypoker.com. It's fun, it's easy, it's the world's largest poker room.
You folded?
I think in poker you really have to have that drive. You have to want to win. And coming in 6th place or 5th place just isn't good enough. You have to have first. You have to go for the gold.
Welcome back to the WPT Ladies Championship in Las Vegas. We have lost a player. It is WPT champion Van Wyn. She has been bounced out of here in 6th chip position. We are down to 5. And right now the chip leader is the Brooklyn Bluffer, the 23-year-old Vanessa Selps. She's got close to $200,000 in 2nd chip position. It's the political consultant in seat number 1, Nancy Todd Tyner.
Did you just love that or what?
About $127,000.
I knew she had an ace. I just, you got to sort of risk it. It was suited. I kind of like the hand, so you love it even more now.
Let's go down to the table once again. Play goes to Nancy Todd Tyner. And she's got ace-king here.
Oh, man, she is feeling good right now. She just eliminated Van Wyn and now looks down and finds Big Slick and ace-king. And she is going to raise it, makes it $8,000 to go.
Janice Kim on her left folds a king-8.
Cindy Kerslake now faced with a tough decision. Then she got the queen-9 of spade. Doesn't have many chips. So at some point very soon, she knows she's going to have to play a pot. Does she want to do it here? Nope. I'll play this one down. Vanessa throws away a queen-8 offsuit.
Only one to beat now is Donna Villado.
Come on.
Wow, man, she is going all in here with the ace-queen.
Oh, boy, this could spell big trouble.
So the action getting fast and furious at this final table now. Nancy Todd Tyner has the ace-king. Donna's got about 35,000 in total in chip count. Just can't see Nancy laying down an ace-king here.
I call.
Well, Nancy's made the call. So Nancy Todd Tyner, who just took out Van Nguyen, now has a chance to take out another player, Vince. So Donna Barlotto in dire straits right now to stay alive in this tournament. She is dominated. It's ace-king versus ace-queen.
Yep, and Donna very discouraged as her friend Steve Wong, poker professional, roots her on. Also, Donna's niece Christine in the audience, can't even look.
So virtually in back-to-back pots, Nancy Todd Tyner could take out yet another player at this final table. And Miss Donna is up against it right now. 2 queens have already been folded, so
It's the best hand I have.
she is not in good shape. She says, it's the best hand I have. What can I do?
I would have liked ace jack better for you.
She's a cash game player, not a professional. She's a mother of 1 child, a son, Michael, 6 years old, living in Vegas. Here's the flop.
Well, the flop comes Jack 10-3. So Donna no longer looking for a queen because that would give Nancy an ace-high straight. Donna now needs a king to win this pot.
I'll take a king
That
now.
would give her an ace-high straight.
Crazier things have happened. This is turning around a little bit.
Well, if the board pairs twice, they would split this pot. 2 pair with an ace kicker.
Here comes the turn card.
Oh, the queen comes off. So Donna makes a pair of queens, but Nancy has made the ace-high straight.
Queen of clubs. No.
Not sure she really recognized it yet.
You have the straight. You have Broadway.
I'm sorry?
You have a straight.
She cannot lose this pot.
I'm so
She
sorry.
could get tied
I was
if a king comes off that's not the king of clubs because she also has a flush draw.
You guys are on top of it.
So things are looking very dim right now for Donna Barlotto.
The dire straits down for Miss Villado. She's up on her feet. Can she get lucky?
Well, it's a 3. So in back-to-back pots, Nancy Todd Tyner has eliminated 2 players from this table.
Yeah, well, it was a big effort for Donna Villado out of Vegas. She's our 5th place finisher. Going to take home about 8,300. And just like that, Nancy Todd Tyner on a rush, busting players out. We are down to 4 players. And the crowd is going nuts here at Bellagio.
So Nancy Todd Tyner in back-to-back pots eliminates yet another player.
I've run 196 political campaigns in 42 states and 6 countries and won 98% of them. The other day, sitting at the poker table, a gentleman said to me, "What exactly is it that these countries hire you to do?" And I said, "Think." He said, "I think I'll fold." I said, "Okay." When you set out to do a political campaign, every single move that you make has to count. Every single move that you make at the poker table has to count. I never make a move without having something behind it. I think that I'm a good poker player. I'm not yet a great poker player. I'm a good poker player because I'm very attuned to what's going on around me. Winning tonight is very important to me. I want the title. I'm very goal-oriented, and I'm highly competitive.
Nancy Todd Tyner from Las Vegas.
I wouldn't be underestimating me.
Nancy Todd Tyner has eliminated both players at this final table so far. And as you can see, she is a very competitive person.
She's doing great here tonight. Let's go to the table. She's got a good 1 pair of jacks here. 4-handed poker game.
Raise.
Wired pair of jacks. Gotta love it.
And she's going to come in for 11,000. Janice Kim with the king 7 offsuit lays it down.
The kindergarten teacher's picked up a pair of queens, and of course she says all in.
Well, she was just dreaming to pick up a hand on the short stack. She's done just that. Has 2 queens. She set her last 18,000 out there.
And the Brooklynite is posturing here a little bit. King 5 of hearts.
About 17. All right.
Well, she's going to lay it down.
I call.
And Nancy, only going to cost her another 7,000 to call, makes the call.
Let's hope the ladies hold up this time. Oh, you know, ladies, you're in good shape. Please, all right.
Well, Cindy could not be in better shape to double up here. It's pair over pair. She's got the queens. She turns around, looks at her husband, Jay.
No, queens,
says, we got it right now, honey.
Jay, her husband, frothing there. They're so excited.
That's why you like to raise big with those stupid jacks. Four-handed, you're not going to fold. Oh, I'm sorry. Enough. You can spare it with some jacks.
Well, Nancy's eliminated 2 players in the last couple of hands. She gets lucky here. She could eliminate a third, but going to have to get lucky as the cards lie. A little over a 4-1 underdog to win it.
Come on, queens. Yes!
Cindy has flopped a full house. She's running over to hug her husband, Jay. It's not over. Here comes Jack, but no, a 10 comes on the turn. So that's going to do it. Cindy Kerslake, the kindergarten teacher from Canada, going to double up yet again.
I'm not having to sweat.
Queen's full on the flop, making it look so easy. A very happy Cindy Kerslake from Canada doubling up.
Well, Lance, I'll say one thing. She knows how to take control of the class. Every time she's all in, she wins the pot.
We got a good one going tonight. 4 players remain. We're coming back with more action here on the World Poker Tour. Welcome back to the WPT Ladies Championship. Out in front, young lady from Brooklyn, Vanessa Self, 201,000. Nancy Todd Tyner with about 145. Janice Kim with 62,000. And the school teacher, kindergarten teacher from Canada, Cindy Kerslake, has about 40,000.
Action's on Cindy. She looked down at an ace-5 offsuit. Just doubled up a moment ago, so she's feeling good. Going to raise it up here.
8,000.
Makes it 8,000 to go. First time she hasn't made an all-in bet tonight, but she's got enough chips where she doesn't have to move all in now.
Miss Brooklyn going away. Nancy not going to play. The only one to beat is Janice Kim in the big blind.
Going to cost her 5,000 to call, 14,500 in the pot. Now, you hate to call somebody with a king-6 offsuit, especially someone you figure to be a conservative player like Cindy, but still, when you're getting the price to do so, you make the call. Janice has done it here. So here we go. 2 players in the pot. The 2 short stacks fighting it out. Well, the flop comes Jack, 7-5 with 2 spades. No help for Janice. She checks. Cindy, of course, has bottom pair with top kicker. Will she fire? Husband Jay looking on intently. I bet she is reaching for chips here. So it looks like she is going to bet.
10,000.
10,000 is going to be the bet.
It's a little disturbing if you're Janice and you don't have anything. Let's see if she'll go into a different gear. No, she has to fold.
So there you go. The kindergarten teacher playing that hand like a college professor.
Yep. And Jay up on his seat doing a little lambada there.
Hey, Vince, I'm surprised you know about the forbidden dance.
Well, that's what poker's like. Not shoving all in every hand, eh?
So Cindy Kerslake taking down that pot. She's on a little bit of a roll right now.
Yep.
And then she is just a delightful person. She's the kind of person that you want your kids to have as a kindergarten teacher.
Well, she sure looks like it, but we don't really know her. She could be Lizzie Borden.
I do know her. I met her today. She's wonderful.
Okay, I'm just kidding anyhow. Let's go to the table. It's on your kindergarten teacher, Cindy Kerslake, Battle of the Blind. She's got a Jack-8.
She's the short stack. She's up against the big stack in the big blind. But she's going to limp in and make the call with a Jack-8 offsuit.
And now Vanessa Selps, Miss Brooklyn. She's got 10-7. Now trying to sort out if Cindy's trying to see a cheap flop or just strapping with the big hand. All right, Vanessa wraps the table. Just calls it not going to raise, so here we go with the flop. And the flop comes ace, jack, 6. Cindy has flopped a pair of jacks, and she checks. And quickly, Vanessa bets with a 10-7 offsuit here.
And raise.
Cindy is going to raise it right here. A nice check raise by Cindy against the aggressive Vanessa Selps. Very strong move here by Cindy. Very tough to call this when you have nothing. And this New Yorker's got to be thinking, geez, what is going on? Kindergarten teachers aren't supposed to check raise, are they, Vince? This is unbelievable. Vanessa is coming back over the top of her for 24,000 here. She says, you're not playing with the children anymore, my friend. This is not kindergarten class. Well, the Brooklyn Bluffer is making a phenomenal play off a great play. So we're seeing some top-notch poker right now. And this is just a strong move by Vanessa. Will it work? Well, Vince, I'll tell you. You're sitting in Cindy's seat now. You thought your jacks were the best hand. Now you've got a Jack-8 offsuit and virtually your tournament life on the line here. Would you want to commit all your chips after your opponent bet on the flop and then came back over the top of you?
She's looking at me all funny. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a very difficult call for Cindy to make here.
Yes, it is. And the Brooklyn Bluffer gaining more and more confidence as the time elapses. Well, Vince, this is just a whale of a play on her part. And it looks like it's going to work as Cindy uncaps her cards and throws it away.
Chalk that hand up to astuteness on the part of Vanessa Selps. Vance, there's not many world-class players that when they get check raised by a kindergarten teacher are going to come back over the top of them in that situation. Vanessa did it, and I can tell you, not many top pros in the world would make that play.
Oh, just a great read on your opponent. Vanessa Selp showing some class there.
Well, Vince, I'll tell you, terrific poker by both ladies there. Cindy with the check raise and Vanessa with the come over the top bluff. Just beautiful.
Stay with us. We're coming back with more exciting action here on the World Poker Tour.
My husband, he reads all the books and studies poker, and I'm more of the doer. Get out there and do it. He says, if they ask you how you learned to play poker, tell them that you watched me play and do the exact opposite.
Welcome back to Bellagio and the WPT Ladies Championship. Hey guys, I'm Layla Cayley, and here's a recap of the action so far.
Very prestigious title up for grabs this evening.
Now, Vince, I'm going to be interested in watching the strategy of these women tonight at this final table. It's an exciting moment for me. Wonder if they're going to be conservative, they're going to be aggressive.
Mine.
Well, here goes Van Wyn moving all in.
I call.
So the Queen of Diamonds catches a queen to win this pot and eliminate Van Wyn from this tournament.
Come on.
Wow, man, she is going all in here.
Oh boy, this could spell big trouble.
I call. Let's go saying I have.
So things are looking very dim for Donna Barlotto. In back-to-back pots, Nancy Todd Tyner has eliminated 2 players from this table.
Kindergarten teachers picked up a pair of queens, and of course she says all in.
I call.
Let's hope the ladies hold up this time.
Yes! Woo! You got me crushed.
The action getting fast and furious at this final table now.
And now back to this lady's favorite pair, Mike Sexton and Vince Van Patten.
Welcome back to Bellagio for the WPT Ladies Championship. 4 players remain. This is the first ever of its kind. And right now, the Brooklyn bluffer, Vanessa Selps, 23 years old, out in front.
In second place, our political consultant, Nancy Todd Tyner, and Cindy Kerslake, kindergarten teacher from Canada, in 4th place with $34,000. And the blinds are going up now. We're still playing with a $500 ante, but blinds are now $2,000 and $4,000.
Action going to Janice Kim, the pro from San Fran. Looks down to a lousy 10-7 offsuit, but that's not going to discourage her. Says raise.
Wow, she's going to make a move at this pot here with a 10-7 offsuit. Let's see how much she's going to bet.
12,000.
12,000 is the bet.
She is making a move with a junk hand. The Canadian goes out. And now it's on her chip leader. And look at this. She's got a pair of kings here.
Well, Vance, Vanessa has yet to hold a hand tonight. She's finally got one. Now she's going to try to figure out how she can extract all Janice's chips from her. She is going to raise it, and a healthy raise it is, up to 40,000.
Doesn't really want the action. She's just afraid that maybe Janice has ace-king or ace-queen.
She wants action, believe me, Vince. Nancy going out, and now Janice with that zombie look about her. I think Vince, right now, she looks like a deer caught in the headlights, that's for sure. She's going to lay her hand down, making a move at the wrong time. Vanessa shows the 2 kings.
Things are just going her way. Now, you talk about Janice. You know, poker, it's all about timing. In a 4-handed game, you got to come out of the woods every once in a while. Janice understands that, but mistimes it going up against the kings.
Give Vanessa credit for coming back over the top and making that re-raise.
Vanessa Selp showing some class there.
My first live tournament win was actually the ladies event at Commerce. It's fun to win, so it'll feel good to take down 2 in a row. What's up, camera? Especially since everyone will be watching.
You got to hand it to Vanessa. She's staying aggressive, continuing to fire, and picking up pots.
And she smiles there. She has a lot of fans here rooting her on. And by the way, part of the entries for each lady to go into this tournament went to a great, great charity. They went to the Susan G. Komen for the cure of breast cancer. So the ladies not only involved with the prize money, but they're also giving a lot back with that charity. All right, to the table, Cindy looks at a pair of queens here. Again, she's picked them up.
Well, the last time she picked up 2 queens, she doubled up. She'd like to do it again right now.
She says raise. And if her husband, Jay, only knew what she was holding right now, how excited he would be. Although he looks pretty excited, not even knowing.
Well, he heard her say raise. It's enough to bring a smile to his face.
12,000.
Well, she's going to put it out there. 12,000 to go. Into the Brooklyn bluffer, Vanessa. And Vanessa's got a queen jack. Pretty respectable.
Vince, the last couple times Cindy has bet, Vanessa's come over the top of her to win the pot.
How much do you have?
Vanessa says, how much you got?
Total,
this could be a great opportunity for the Canadian.
4,000.
You got 2 queens, and you're on a short stack. You're hoping somebody makes a move at you.
But not a move, just a call by Vanessa Selps. And now Nancy Todd Tyner with a 9-7 of hearts. She could be priced in here.
Yes, indeed, she is priced in. There's $30,000 in the pot. Going to cost her $8,000 more to make the call, so she does so.
I guess I should have just went all in.
We've got 3-way action here and a good pot developing. Cindy out in front with the 2 queens. Vanessa with the queen jack. Nancy with the 9-7 of hearts. And here comes the flop. It's ace, 8 deuce with 2 clubs.
No one has an ace, but what a discouraging flop there for Cindy.
Well, it's no help to anybody. Vanessa and Nancy quickly check. And Cindy checks right behind them, Vince.
Yeah, didn't want to fall into a trap.
Now the 10 of spade comes off. This gives Vanessa a 2-way straight draw. A 9 or a king would make her a straight. She saw that nobody bet on the flop, so perhaps she's going to take a stab at it here. And indeed she is. $25,000 is the bet.
Yep.
Nancy with the open-end straight draw is going to quickly call $25,000.
That is interesting because Cindy can't take the heat. She goes away with the best hand, has to lay it down.
Let's see if that turns out to be the right play.
Big pot developing. River card coming up.
The 7 of diamonds comes off. Gives Nancy 2 sevens. She has the best hand now, but let's see if Vanessa will fire another shell at this pot. Well, Vanessa's going to check. Nancy checks right behind her. Nancy's going to be elated when she sees she wins this pot with 2 sevens.
Pair of sevens.
Oh my God!
Vanessa, it looks like someone just stole her autographed Grease album there.
I knew that's what she had.
She's sick. She didn't bet on the river there, but the one really sick about this hand is Cindy. Then she didn't bet on the flop. That's all she had to do.
Queens.
Whether she was called or not, she would have won the pot with the 2 queens.
I was open-ended.
I was open-ended too. That's double gut shot.
You got to put the money in there.
Should have just went all in again.
She didn't do so. And Nancy Todd Tyner getting closer to becoming our new chip leader. Stay with us. We're coming back with more exciting action in just a moment. Welcome back to the WPT. The WPT Ladies Championship continues. We're down to 4 ladies. Now the Brooklyn Bluffer, still our chip leader, Vanessa Selps, just 23 years old. Nancy Todd Tyner closing the gap. She has $195,000.
The other 2, Janice Kim and Cindy Kerslake on short stacks. One's got $34,000, the other $22,000.
Yeah, they are struggling right now. Cards being dealt once again. Back down to the money pit. Going to go to Cindy Kerslake.
Cindy, a kindergarten teacher, been teaching for 10 years. She's going all in here with the ace-jack. Can't blame her for that.
Got to do what you got to do. Now Vanessa right behind her with the ace-3 of hearts.
Vanessa might be thinking that Cindy is a desperado now here on the short stack. Knows she's going to be in the big blind the next hand. Might be making a move with any 2 cards here.
You can't bet me out of the pot now. On the flop.
Vanessa thinking maybe her ace-high is the best hand. Well, Vanessa's made the call here. Nancy and Janice going out.
I don't have much, but you were shoving a lot.
Yeah, I know. I have ace-jack.
Wow, I'm screwed.
And right now, Cindy Kerslake in great shape to double up here. She has her opponent dominated. It's ace-jack versus ace-3.
We've seen Cindy Kerslake win these kind of heads-up battles when she's been all in a few times before. Can she do it again? 5 cards to come. Here's the first 3.
Oh, and what a flop for Cindy. It's going King, Jack, 5.
I like it.
The only way that Vanessa can win this pot is to hit running 3s or catch a deuce and a 4.
And it's a 10 of clubs on the turn.
What that means is if a queen comes off, they would split this pot with an ace-high straight. Vanessa cannot win the pot. She could only tie it. And it is a queen. Wow. Both ladies have made an ace-high straight. This is going to be a split pot. And this was tough luck for Cindy to not double up here. Oh boy. And right now, Cindy's got to be thinking, it's like kindergarten class when the 5-year-olds are running wild. How can it happen?
Now, don't tell me you run bad. Did you see that last hit? Did you see that last hit? Did you see that last hit?
Cindy Kerslake, the kindergarten teacher, not going to double up, but she's going to stick around. Right back at him. Going to Vanessa again.
And this time, Vanessa has a 10-3. Under the gun, going to lay it down.
Nancy Todd Tyner now with a king 9 of hearts.
Pretty good hand on the button against the 2 short stacks who are in the blinds. But Nancy just going to call, doesn't raise here.
Now Janice Kim in the small blind with a 9 deuce offsuit.
Well, that is not a pretty hand, so she's going to lay it down.
She doesn't like it, but look at this. The teacher's got a pair of kings.
I'm all in.
And quickly, Cindy moves all in. And she doesn't even hesitate to go all in, and because she did it so quickly, Nancy ran away very quickly. And then she just have to wonder if she moved in so quick, it scared Nancy to death, because she got out with the king 9.
Only in for 4.
I mean, you would think he'd take a little time to consider that.
Well, that's a couple hands ago. She had 2 queens. She didn't bet them all in, and it cost her the pot. She wasn't fooling around here. Just went all in with the kings and took it down.
All right, let's go to Cindy's hand. She quickly ejects that one. And now Vanessa Selps from New York with queen 4. Going to push it.
She is going to raise it on the button here with this hand. Makes it 11,000 to go.
But Nancy right behind her has ace queen.
Well, Nancy just going to call. Doesn't come over the top here.
Janice Kim going out.
So here we go. The 2 chip leaders going at it here. Here comes the flop. The flop is king 5-3. No help to either player.
Nancy quickly checking her hand. Let's see if the Brooklyn bluffer makes a continuation bet. We've seen her do it time and time again tonight. And again, she's going to do it. Going to try to take the pot right now.
I call.
Nancy is going to look her up here.
She calls with confidence. Complete discomfort there of Vanessa.
So the 2 chip leaders going at it. Now a jack comes off. Now this gives Nancy a gut shot straight draw. A 10 would give her an ace high straight. She checks.
Yep. Takes a lot of guts to make a second bet like this. Sometimes it's the only way to win a pot, and she's going to boldly do it. 21,000.
Wow, she is firing another shell here with nothing.
I call.
But this is one very stubborn politician. She's made this call.
She has made the call with the ace high straight draw. Here comes the river card. 6 of clubs comes off.
Helping neither player. Nancy checking again.
Oh, will Vanessa fire another shell? No, she checks it down. Nancy's going to win this pot with ace high. She's shaking her head no right now, but that's going to turn into a smile as Vanessa mucks her hand.
And Vanessa completely seething there. Let's face it, she is steaming like a New York subway in July.
Vince, let me tell you, to call a bet on the flop against the chip leader with that hand, and then to call another bet, 21,000 on the turn, where she suspected that Vanessa was just making a move at that pot. Vince.
Turn a straight draw.
This woman has only been playing poker for a year and a half, but she's playing impeccably tonight. And I'll tell you something, for the first time tonight, Nancy Todd Tyner has become our new chip leader.
And with that, we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back with more exciting action from the WPT Ladies Championship right after this.
Welcome back to Bellagio for the first ever WPT Ladies Championship. We've got 4 players remaining. I'm Vince Van Patten alongside Mike Sexton. Mike, what do you think?
Well, I think the Queen of Diamonds, the political consultant Nancy Todd Tyner, has taken the chip lead here. She's got 241,000. The 23-year-old pro Vanessa Selps now in second place with 152,000. The other 2, Janice Kim and Cindy Kerslake, on the short stacks. Vince are going to have to play quickly and make something happen if they want to win this title tonight.
Blind still 2 and 4. The Canadian quickly folding this hand. And now Vanessa Selps with ace 8 of diamonds going to raise.
Well, she's on the button, going to raise it here.
Makes it 10,500. Nancy going away.
Now around to Janice Kim. She's in the big blind, but only has a jack-8 offsuit. She's going all in here, Vince. Well, Vanessa is virtually pot committed. Quickly makes the call here.
I was hoping for 2 live cards.
Janice on the short stack. She was just hoping she had 2 live cards and could get lucky, win a pot and double up. But right now, she's going to have to get very lucky to do that, because Vanessa well out in front with an ace-8, Janice Kim with the jack-8, and as we saw, Cindy fold to the jack. So things not looking good right now for this cash game pro, Janice Kim.
Yeah, but she is in dire straits right now. She's up against the Brooklyn bully, Vanessa Selps. 5 cards to come.
Let's come ace-king-6. So just a horrible flop for Janice Kim right there. For her to win, she's going to have to catch a queen-10 or running jacks. Otherwise, she's going to be out in 4th place.
Yeah, top pair for Vanessa. Maybe you can push out one more player. Here comes the turn card.
Well, it's a 4 of clubs.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
Yep, she is drawing dead, Vince. She is going to be our 4th place finisher. Just one of those nights for Janice. where her timing was off. Seemingly every time she tried to make a move at a pot, she got picked off.
Yeah, top cash game pro Janice Kim having to say goodnight. Back to the Bay Area, out in 4th place. Going to take home about $11,000.
So we are down to our final 3 players.
You've done an amazing job holding on, hon. My hat's off to you. It's hard work.
All right, to the table. Vanessa quickly folding a junk hand. And Nancy Todd also, so they're going to give a freebie there to Cindy Kerslake.
Oh, Vince, and anytime you're on the short stack and they give you a ground skinner, in other words, just give up the pot to you, you are happy. And Cindy, very happy there to take down that pot uncontested.
All right, to the table. With the button now. Nancy Todd Tyner first to make a decision. She's got ace-deuce.
See what she's going to do. She just limps in and calls on the button with the ace-deuce. Does not raise it.
I'm all in.
Cindy's going to go over the top, all in with the king-9 of diamonds.
Well, you can't blame her, man. You have to think this is the best hand when the opponent limps in on the button.
How much?
So Cindy doing it right here with the king-9 of diamonds. And now Vanessa, who has a pair of 4s, says, how much is that?
Pulling the 4 and then tell me how much.
Now, this would be a gambling call, in my view, on Vanessa's part. And I say that because at best you figure it'd be in a race situation where your opponent has 2 overcards. And remember, Nancy is still in this pot.
Yeah, you got somebody behind you that can do the dirty work for you if you decide to fold.
Vanessa could well be considering playing here with the 2 4s.
I call.
And she is going to play. She's made the call with the cold 44s. Nancy lays her hand down.
All right, I need to get lucky.
You got up the cards. I got a low pair.
Oh, yeah.
And Cindy in about as good a shape as she could be in here. Cindy's got the king-9 of diamonds. She's up against the 2 4s. Cindy's tournament life on the line here. Got to get lucky and win this race. Otherwise, she'll be out in 3rd place.
Did you fold any of these?
She's done it time and time again. She has doubled up when she's been in this position. That one time they split the pot was a catastrophe for her, but can it continue?
Well, Cindy rooting for a king. She knows she needs some help.
Let's see if she gets lucky on this flop.
Well, not so far for Cindy. It's come queen 7-7. Cindy hollering for a queen now because that would give her the best hand. Queens and 7s with a king kicker. She is looking for a king, a queen, or a 9.
Deuce. Queen.
There we go with the turn cards.
Well, the ace of diamonds comes off.
Ace, queen. King, 9.
Now, Cindy hollering without the ace. She knows that she can catch an ace and win this pot now, too. So she's looking for an ace, a king, a queen, or a 9. Must have one of those 4 cards to stay alive. But no, the 3 of diamonds comes off on the river. So that's going to do it for the kindergarten teacher from Canada. Cindy Kerslake put up a great battle tonight. Finally goes out in 3rd place.
It's back to the finger painting with the kids at kindergarten. But it's just a tremendous effort by her and Jay. They are out in 3rd place. We are down to 2 players. The WPT Ladies Championship will be decided. But first, our money presentation.
Well, as is the custom on the World Poker Tour, when we get down to heads-up play, we have our money presentation. So show us the money.
Now come the beautiful Bellagio gals with the cash. What a moment. If you're a poker player, they're going to splash it on the felt in front of these 2 ladies.
Also coming out, the lovely bracelet for our champion. The customized pink WPT chipset. Exciting stuff, man.
Yeah, it is. And I got a question. As if Nancy Todd Tyner needs another bracelet.
This is more incentive for when there's jewelry as well as cash for a prize.
So it is all on the line. We got a great heads-up battle about to begin. Stay tuned. We're coming back for the start in just a moment.
Welcome back to Bellagio for the WPT Ladies Championship. Heads-up action is about to begin, and during the break, I spoke with Vanessa and Nancy. Here's what they had to say. Vanessa, congratulations for making it to heads-up. How excited are you right now?
I'm pretty excited. It's always fun to get down to the final 2.
I know you looked frustrated at the table at times. Are you happy with your play?
Yeah, I'm happy with my play for the most part. I look frustrated. I tend to show my emotions on my face. So, of course I was frustrated. I lost a big pot to a rivered pair and didn't bet at it when I probably could have won with a bet. So, yeah, it's a little frustrating. But hopefully, everything, we're even chip stacked. So I'm sure anything can happen now.
Nancy, I heard that you went to the WPT boot camp and you were at the final table tonight. How much did that help you?
It helped me a tremendous amount. Like most novice poker players, I didn't know what was a good hand. I didn't know how it changed as you got a different number of players, and it was just terrific. Very helpful.
So now that you've been there and you are here, what are your thoughts right now? How are you feeling?
I'm ready to go.
Let's
take it down.
Well, Vince, once again, the heads-up battle on the World Poker Tour has come down to the two people that were the chip leaders coming into this final table.
That is very true. We have Vanessa Selps, the Brooklyn bluffer, up against the political consultant Nancy Todd Tyner. They're going after a big championship here. Let's go down to the table. Vanessa's got about 216. Nancy Todd Tyner with about 234.
So very close in chip count. Certainly anybody's game from here. Vanessa, the poker pro, she makes poker training videos. She coaches poker. But I can tell you, she's up against a real competitor in Nancy Todd Tyner.
Cards have been dealt. Action goes to Vanessa. It's time with a measly 7-4 offsuit. Vanessa is going to raise with this junk hand, making it 8,000 to go. But Nancy with a queen jack.
I call.
Quickly calls it.
So we're going to have a flop here on hand number one. Here it comes. Flop is 9-7-4 with two hearts. Vanessa has flopped two pair. Nancy with no help checks.
What a flop for Vanessa. Two pair on the flop. Now, what do? Do you play it sneaky?
Oh, man, seemingly every time she's bet so far, Nancy has called her, so she is going to bet. She hopes to get played with here. She's bet 11,000.
Oh, a quick ejection there by Nancy Todd Tyner that has to disappoint Vanessa in a huge way. Just chased her loose right there.
Vanessa raised with the junk cards, flopped two pair, but got no further action.
Well, right there, Nancy Todd Tyner dodging a bullet.
There's the first hand of the heads-up battle. Goes to Vanessa Selps. As we've mentioned time and time again, these are very competitive ladies. You know, Vanessa wants to take down her second WPT Ladies Tour title. Nancy wants to take down her first. And folks, believe me, when you wear 33-carat diamond rings, you're not worried about that $68,000 prize money. You want the win.
Cards being dealt again on Nancy Todd Tyner.
Well, this time she looks down at an ace-6.
Raise.
Ace high, a strong hand in a heads-up situation. Nancy knows that because she came to boot camp. So she's going to raise it here. Makes it 14,000 to go.
Vanessa with a 6-7 of spades.
How many stacks of gray? Is that 3 stacks
Little
of gray?
suited connector.
Vanessa wanting to know how many chips Nancy has. She's going to make the call here with a 7-6 of spades. Here comes a flop. Well, it's come queen 9-9 with two spades. Vanessa has a flush draw and checks. Nancy has the ace high, which is the best hand right now, and she's going to make a continuation bet here of 12,000.
No hesitation. Nancy Todd Tyner, the very successful political consultant, making a bet.
Now, what do you do with the flush draw? Do you just call or do you raise? Well, if you're Vanessa, you raise it. She comes right back over the top here for another 22,000, makes it 34,000 to go.
34.
And I've always been curious that why is it that only successful people have 3 names?
That's a good question.
Well, anyway, Nancy Todd Tyner, she is staying involved here. She has called.
Wow, just doesn't believe Vanessa has a queen or a 9 in her hand. So she's going to make the call with an ace high.
Good pot developing. Here we go with the turn.
Well, now a 7 comes off. So now Vanessa does have the best hand and the best draw. She's got 9s and 7s and also has a flush draw. But she doesn't know she has the best hand. She's going to check it. And Nancy checks right behind her. And here comes the river card. Well, the jack of hearts comes off. Again, Vanessa checks.
Vanessa didn't hit the flush.
25,000.
And Nancy getting busy with just ace high. Going to bet 25,000.
Well, that's not a big bet
No,
into a
it's
pot
not.
that's got about 100,000 in it.
But Vanessa looks pained here. And look at the stare by Nancy. Boy, I haven't seen a stare that intense since Mommy Dearest. Oh boy, but she's going to get called down. Vanessa,
Ace high.
stunned that she's going to win this pot.
And then you wonder if that post oak bluff on the river, meaning you bet a small bet into a bigger pot, obviously didn't work for Nancy on this occasion. Vanessa makes a nice call to take down that pot with 2-7.
Yeah, and she is stunned. She's going to extend her chip lead. And you look at Nancy Todd Tyner. Boy, she's starting to crack like Uncle Phil's knuckles. Vanessa Selps taking that pot, extending her chip lead. Stay tuned. We're coming back with more exciting action from WPT Ladies Championship in just a moment.
Welcome back to the WPT Ladies Championship. We're down to heads-up play, where so far this heads-up battle has been a one-man band, or should I say a one-woman band. That's Vanessa Selps. She's taking a commanding chip lead.
Antes are going up to 1,000. Blinds at 3,000 and 6,000. Let's go to the table. Action going to Nancy Todd Tyner.
Raise.
Now she's going to raise it with 2 4s here. Nancy understands how big pairs are in heads-up situations.
She's made it 18,000 to go. Now Vanessa with just a 5-3 of diamonds here. What is she going to do with this?
She is coming right over the top. She is going to raise it 25,000 more.
But Nancy, just like that, says, I'm all in. She doesn't care.
Well, you are looking at some power poker now.
That is just a spray in the face with the old hairspray right into Vanessa's face.
I think that's another 80,000 for her to make this call, but there's over 160,000 in this pot. So she could gamble in this situation if she put her opponent on ace-king or ace-queen, but I can't imagine she's going to put 80 more thousand out there and relinquish the chip lead if she loses this pot. And no, she does lay it down.
She comes around to her senses there.
So maybe that'll be the hand that sparks Nancy back into contention here. Well, one thing I'll tell you about Nancy Todd Tyner, Vince, you are not going to push her around like a mop. She is going to stand her ground and get her chips out there. She is going to be no walkover, I can tell you.
Her husband, Don, and their buddies just enjoying the moment. Can she come back?
So Nancy with a nice all-in bet there to take down that pot and close this gap in terms of chip count between her and Vanessa. Nancy believes in dress for success, and Vince, she is always dressed to the nines, even at the WPT boot camps, which are intense seminars where people roll up their sleeves, actually. You know, she always comes like she's dressed to the prom, or even better, with the diamonds and all.
Well, she does dress very elegantly. Let's go to the
15.
table. It's going to be on Vanessa. She has a king-9 offsuit and has decided to raise.
She's going to make it 15,000 to go. And I know Nancy's on a little roll here, but calls this raise with jack-6 offsuit. Flop comes ace-7-6 with 2 diamonds. Nancy's flop bottom pair and checks.
Nothing hitting for Vanessa, but will she make the continuation bet? Yes, she does. 18,000 with absolutely nothing.
Call.
Nancy is making the call with bottom pair here.
It's just like a little gnat. You just can't swat away. So annoying at times.
She just never believes Vanessa has a hand. And the jack comes off. The dream card for Nancy pops off on the turn. She now has 2 pair and is checked again. She is hoping Vanessa has a pair of aces and will fire again, but no, Vanessa checks on the turn. Now the 10 of diamonds comes off, pretty much of a scare card, possible straight and flush card, but it doesn't scare Nancy as she leads out and bets with a 2 pair, 25,000.
Vanessa, of course, has nothing, just king high.
Man, she cannot call here. She's either thinking about raising or mucking her hand, and she does the right thing. She throws it away. So Nancy all smiles here. She rakes in another pot. Well, Vince, give Nancy credit here. Making a nice comeback after she started falling pretty quickly in this heads-up battle. She is closing the gap considerably now.
Yeah, she's starting to come back on a roll. Now, let me ask you, because you mentioned a few times that Nancy Todd Tyner has gone to the WPT boot camps. Now, did you see the potential in her while she was studying at your boot camps?
Well, Vance, truthfully, I must say I did. I don't believe there was a student in any of our boot camps that has paid more attention and absorbed more from the instructors than Nancy. She really came to become a better poker player. She says, whatever I do in life, I want to succeed at it and be good at it. And believe me, she was a student that was at the top of the class, proving it by her performance here this week.
Well, that is wonderful. She has a lot to be proud of. Back to the hand.
I call.
On her, and she's got a great hand. Pair of kings right here, the Cowboys, and she's going to try to trap, just calling.
Well, it's worked, Vance. Vanessa has raised it to 15,000 with the 8-7 of diamonds.
Yes, she has, and without hesitation, Nancy back over the top, making it 55,000 to go.
Well, it's an extra 40,000, and Vanessa now talking to herself, saying, why did I raise her when she limped in on the button? Why didn't I just see the flop? Now I've got to pay another 40,000 to see it.
That is the strength of disguising those raises. Just because you have ace high or a strong hand doesn't always mean you have to raise before the flop. Got to mix up your game. Nancy's doing this beautifully here.
As you can see the visual frustration by Vanessa here. She shakes her head. You know she wants to see a flop with this kind of hand, but does she want to pay this kind of money to see it? And you can see Vanessa's in a little bit of a quandary here as to what to do.
Vanessa, pain at Bellagio, but she is going to call it.
Well, she does. She's putting in the other 40,000. So we could see some serious blood spilled on this hand, depending on what flops out there.
Here's the flop.
Well, it's come 6-3 deuce. No help to Vanessa. She checks. Nancy just trying to reel her in with a very small bet. She bets 30,000 into a pot that's got over 110,000 in it.
Pretty sneaky bet. I like this. It could induce a raise, perhaps. It looks kind of weak.
Well, you see Vanessa wondering what's going on here.
She's
going to give it up. So there you go. A smile once again on Nancy's face, and deservedly so. You know that Vanessa feels like she's the better player with more experience in this heads-up battle. She is puzzled about getting trapped before the flop there as her opponent limped in on the button.
Me?
Yeah.
No. Oh, I had a really nice pair.
And Vince, I'll tell you, she's got that look on her face. I can't believe that this lady's going to beat me. And it's paining her that she's now behind.
It is pain. She thinks that Nancy had ace-4. She keeps mumbling to herself.
So Nancy takes down yet another pot, and what a heads-up battle we've got going.
Yeah, she's starting to get some great momentum. Stay with us. The heads-up action will continue. Coming back for more.
The very beginning when I began to play, I had someone who said, oh, you know, you need to lose the jewelry, you need to tone it down, and I took it to heart, but then when I showed up, I wasn't comfortable. This is my style, it's me. I'm more confident when I'm more like Nancy Todd Tyner, so that's it.
Hello, Mr. Cunningham. Alan, it's a big pot out there, buddy. I'm all in. Don't be scared.
I call.
Only a donkey would make that call.
We play at FullTiltPoker.com.
Welcome back to the WPT Ladies Championship from Bellagio in Las Vegas. We are seeing a battle here tonight. Nancy Todd Tyner out in front with 308,000. Vanessa Selps, the Brooklyn Bluffer, has about 142,000. This thing is turned around.
And what a seesaw battle we've witnessed. When they start out heads-up play, they're about equal in chip count. And then Vanessa took a chip lead of about 350,000 to 100,000. Now it's almost reversed, where Nancy has over 300,000.
Great action. Let's go to the table. Vanessa now with a 10-8 of clubs.
Yeah, she has limped in on the button with a 10-8 of clubs. Nancy with the ace-10 of diamonds says, I raise.
25.
She's going to make it 31,000 to go. Vanessa quickly calling with the 10-8 of clubs.
Just no easy pots here. Every hand.
So here comes the flop. It's come ace-10-9. Well, Nancy's flopped the top two pair and checks it. Trying to put her into another trap, but this time Vanessa not going for it. She checks second pair.
Yep.
Well, now the 6 of spade comes off. This time, Nancy's going to lead out and bet 20,000. Well, Vanessa's got second pair and a straight draw, so she does make the call. And the queen of clubs comes off at the river.
20.
Again, Nancy reaching for chips, but not many chips. Only bets 20,000 into a pot that's got over 100,000 in it.
Just a little TC fly bet.
Well, you can see it confuses Vanessa here, Vince. It's a very small bet into the size of this pot.
Like
you just hate to give up 20,000 more, but she's saying, what can this lady have to bet that little bit?
Oh, God.
Started to breathe very heavily, too. Not a good sign of the table.
Ace rag. That's what I put you on the pre-flop.
You see Vanessa talking to herself here. Now she's trying to put Nancy on a hand here.
Ooh, she's going to pay
she's made the call. This is a curiosity call, Vince. No doubt about it. Nancy stands up, gives it the thumbs up to her fan club. She's going to take down that pot. So man, she was just slowly reeling her in there. She's saying, I'm one step closer to taking down this title. And Vince, there's no doubt in my mind, Vanessa just paid that off just out of curiosity to see what she could raise with on the flop, then check the flop, and then make them teensy-weensy bets on the turn in the river. And all those bets we're doing is grinding down Vanessa as she paid them both off.
Sometimes it's better to be curious and save the money, but Nancy just enjoying the moment. She gets a little bit closer to a WPT title.
Well, Vince, indeed she is. She's taking over a $300,000 chip lead now. She's got $380,000. Vanessa down to just $70,000.
Right back at him. Nancy this time with a queen 9, not going to raise. Vanessa with a queen 5. She's given up. She wants to just see a flop cheaply. Here we go.
Oh, with the flop comes king of 5 deuce. Vanessa now out in front with a pair of 5s, and she's going to lead out and bet 7,000.
Nancy with just the queen high. Going to call, though.
Well, Nancy's feeling very frisky right now. Going to call her with a queen high. Now the board pairs kings.
Action to Vanessa. She looks taken aback. She is stumbling at this moment.
Well, Vince, you're not going to put your opponent on a king here because they didn't raise you for the flop. So she bets 20,000. This time Nancy gives it up. So a nice bet by Vanessa there on the turn. No one opponent did not have a king in her hand.
That's a well-needed one for the Brooklynite. Vanessa Selps just try to get back into rhythm a little bit. I mean, the whole show has been taken over by Nancy Todd Tyner. All the momentum. Vanessa can't even talk right now.
Well, then she's befuddled as what's happening in this heads-up battle. She got off to such a good start. Then things turned completely around. Now she's almost derailed, trying to get back on the track.
Unhinged, I would call it. Back on Vanessa. This time she has an ace-4 with the button. And she's just going to call, going to play it sneaky, not going to raise. Behind it, Nancy with ace-king.
Wow, another big hand for Nancy here.
20.
She's going to raise a 20,000 more. And all in by Vanessa.
I call.
And Nancy has called her. Here we go. This could do it. And Vanessa is going to be sick when she sees she has dominated here.
I'm dead.
Well, Vanessa says she's dead. That's not exactly the case.
Pretty close.
Now, Nancy about a 70% favorite to win this pot.
Ace-king.
This thing has just flipped the other way. The Brooklyn bluffer derailed here. She needs to get extremely lucky.
Well, Vanessa's fans calling for a 4. Yeah. She's going to need a lot of help to stay alive in this tournament, Vince.
Yeah, it's just been a complete meltdown.
If Nancy's hand holds up, she'll be the inaugural WPT Ladies Champion.
Nancy Todd Tyner from Las Vegas, only been playing poker for a year and a half. She's well out in front. 5 cards to come.
Well, here comes that flop. Well, a 4 comes right on the flop. It's come 10, 6, 4. Unbelievable. Vanessa has outflopped her. She has taken the lead.
She's back in the game, hitting a pair of 4s.
Nancy could catch a king to take the lead. Queen Jack would give her the best hand with an ace-side straight. If it comes as 10 and a 6, they'd split the pot. But Vanessa well out in front right now with 2 4s.
Turn cards coming up.
Need a king. Need a king. Right there. Right there.
Well, an 8 comes off, so we are down to the river. If Nancy's going to take this title right here, right now, she must catch a king on the river.
Nancy cursing the turn card, willing the king. She could spike it. She'd become our champion. Will she get it?
Everybody on their feet. Well, a 5 comes off. So Vanessa knows she got lucky to stay alive, and could that be an omen for her, Vance, on her comeback trail?
Nice hand, Vanessa.
It's because you slow rolled me, that's why.
Because I what?
It's because you slow rolled me.
Now listen to this. It's getting personal here. Vanessa thinking that Nancy slow rolled her. But Nancy's showing a lot of class. They're not getting into the debate.
I'm sure Nancy thought this title was on her fingertips. Now she's got to go back to work, Vance, to take down this title.
All right, and to add to this excitement, the blinds are going up to 4 and 8,000 to make things even more interesting.
Now, Vince, Nancy still has the chip lead. Very important. She maintains her composure right now.
Let's take a look at Nancy's hand. She has the button. She's first to act. She's got a 4 deuce.
All right. No,
she's going to lay it down. And look at this, Vince. Vanessa has an ace-king. And you see the disgusted look on her face. Seemingly, it's the first hand that Nancy's thrown away, and she picked up big slick and got no action.
It's the first time she folded.
Maybe I should have called. I had one of her 4s.
I didn't expect 60 to... I mean, I don't even know how old you are, but I didn't expect your age to trash talk.
Oh, boy.
Get trash talk, too.
Who to trash talk?
You.
What I trash talk?
You were just trash talking, so we can trash talk.
Oh, you can trash talk. It won't bother me.
It's a real cat fight.
The ladies' white gloves have come off, I can tell you that.
Vanessa getting a little out of line there.
Vanessa limping in on the button here with the queen deuce. Nancy wrapping the table.
Your call, I just said, hey, 4 beat the last ace.
Boy, the trash talk is getting personal. It's a little disappointing.
Did work out pretty well.
Flop queen 5-3 all diamonds. Nancy with bottom pair, Vanessa with top pair.
They both quickly check, go into the turn.
And the 4 diamonds comes off, so 4 diamonds out there.
So Nancy, she checks it.
Well, Vanessa bets 8,000 here with the 2 queens, even though there's 4 diamonds out there. And you think they're not trying to beat each other now, Vince? Nancy calling with bottom pair and a straight draw, even though there's 4 diamonds out there. Now the 9 of hearts comes off. Nancy checks. Vanessa checks.
I got a pair of 3s.
Vanessa's going to win this pot with 2 queens.
Nice hand.
This is just turning into slop time right there. That hand wasn't played with any type of concentration because of what's going on between them.
Pair was good.
I've been trying to make a pair for a while.
I know the feeling.
It's real hard.
Seeing Vanessa lose it here a little bit.
I'm crying. I'm so happy about making my pair.
The title and the cash are still up for grabs. The WPT Ladies Championship will return, so don't go away.
Welcome back to the WPT Ladies Championship, or I could say the shootout at the OK Corral, because, Vince, the guns are blazing now.
Yes, they are. Nancy Todd Tyner out in front by a little bit, 228,000 up against Vanessa Selps. Brooklyn Bluffer, she has about 222. Let's go to the table. It's on Vanessa. She looks down to a 10-4 clubs.
Well, she's going to limp in and call on the button here.
Nancy with a king-4, content to see a flop, wraps the table.
And here comes that flop. Let's come 10-7-6 with 2 spades. Nancy checks.
Vanessa picking up top pair of 10s.
She's going to bet 9,000.
I call.
Nancy with no hesitation, just king high, makes the call though.
Well, Nancy's got no hand and no draw. Maybe she's going to try to steal this pot later. Well, an 8 comes off, so a 4-card straight on the board now. Again, Nancy checks.
Potential scare card. Nancy checks. Vanessa
checks right behind her.
Yeah, not going to bite. Here comes the river.
Oh, a king comes off.
Oh,
Nancy now has the best hand with 2 kings, and she is reaching for chips. She's going to bet 15,000. Well, she's quickly been called by Vanessa, and Vanessa is staring in disbelief that she has lost this pot.
Yeah, that's good. That was 10-7-6 flop, king 4 off. That's good.
We'd love to be able to destroy those 2 cards right now. Vanessa completely steaming. Boil a pot of coffee on her head right now.
Did you watch my video?
No. You have a video?
Oh, I have lots of videos online, yeah.
I hope she's referring to her poker videos.
I might learn something from it.
Yeah, you already mastered it.
They are really pulling ponytails right now, Vance. No doubt about it.
All right, down to the felt. Nancy Todd Tyner. Pair of 5s this time.
She understands how valuable a pair is when you're playing heads-up poker. She's going to raise it, makes it 19,000 to go.
Vanessa right behind her with a king 6.
And going to cost Vanessa another 11,000 to make the call here.
Uh-oh, she's getting more chips out. Is she coming out to visit Aunt Tilty?
Indeed she is.
I'm all in.
And just that quick, Nancy goes all in over the top. Vanessa mucks her hand, fires it in the muck, I might add. I'm a little puzzled by that raise by Vanessa there. I know she's just trying to make something happen to win the pot.
And taking a shot, but she mistimed that one right there.
A nice all-in bet by Nancy to win that pot.
So Vanessa Selps, I'm kind of curious. Maybe I'm going to take a look at her videos. And add to the tension in the room. The antes of blinds are going up. $2,000 antes, 6 and 12 for the blinds. Back down to the table. It's going to be on Vanessa Selps. With the button, she looks down at an ace-deuce offsuit.
And she's only got a little over 100,000 left. And as you said, blinds and antes have just gone up. She's going all in here. Can't really blame her for that.
How much is it?
Nancy behind her with ace-king. Poker face has melted away on Vanessa.
I call.
Well, she is making the call here.
She has, and she's going to love this.
I don't have a pair.
Well, she said, I don't have a pair.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's ace-king.
But she does have ace-king. That's a little bit of a needle.
Ace-king she has. What else? I have an ace.
And Vanessa once again up against it.
Come on, need a king.
Good luck. I hope you win this one. Put me out of my misery.
Vanessa goes over to shake hands or break her arm. I don't know which.
hang, buddy.
And Nancy was in this position a short while earlier at this final table where she could win the title when she had ace-king against ace-4. Vanessa spiked the 4 to stay alive. Can she get lucky again?
That's 2 slow rolls in a row. Give me justice.
Now Vanessa imploding here, saying that she's slow rolling me time and time again. This is a train wreck from Brooklyn we are seeing before our very eyes. She is just out of control. She feels victimized. She is trash-talked her way into the worst hand here.
Well, one thing's for sure, she's going to have to get lucky to stay alive in this tournament. Let's see if she can do it. Well, it comes 5-3-3.
She's got some hope.
Well, she cracks a smile a little bit here because she has a straight draw. A 4 would give her a straight. She'd get a split pot if a 5 come up. She would take the lead if a deuce came off. So she has outs to win this pot. Nancy just wants a king to come off.
She is wishing it, begging it.
Well, a queen comes off. We are down to the river. Vanessa must catch a deuce or a 4. Otherwise, this tournament is history.
Black 10.
Nancy one card away from taking the WPT Ladies Championship.
Here comes a river card. It's an 8. That's going to do it. Nancy has won it. She is our champion, and she is elated. And there you see Vanessa still in disbelief.
Absolute ecstasy for Nancy, who gets a big hug from husband Don.
Well, Vance, in my mind, it's poetic justice. The last time she was in this position, she got outdrawn. This time it didn't happen. The best hand stood up. But you can tell, Vanessa very disappointed she didn't take down this title.
What an intense battle. 2 great women poker players. But the lady of the moment is Nancy Todd Tyner, our first ever WPT Ladies Champion.
Let's hear it for the inaugural champion of the WPT Ladies Championship, Nancy Todd Tyner. For Vince Van Patten, Layla Cayley, Kimberly Lansing, and everyone at the World Poker Tour, I'm Mike Sexton saying thanks for watching. And until next time, may all your cards be live and your pots be monsters.